started boxing in the Marines, 15-5 as an amateur with no titles, and that you'd expect from a boxer who started in the service. It's really an exercise, a physical training device in the service, is more than it is a prize-fighting career, whereas Montgomery came to boxing from a kickboxing career. He left kickboxing because simply there was no money in it.
Simple enough, an honest enough answer for Montgomery. He has a California Golden Gloves title to his credit in 22 amateur fights. He's 21-1. As you see the tail of the tape, the difference in the age is somewhat marked. Montgomery, the taller of the two and heavier, and does not have the reach advantage. That balances out perhaps just a little bit. Ross is a very compact-looking fellow. We'll wait to see if he fights that way. But he's shorter, as you can see, and heavily muscled through the upper body, particularly much more than Montgomery.
Ross has never been knocked down, and neither has Montgomery, so who knows? Something may give this evening in this junior middleweight battle. Let's go to the ring now, and Wally Jackson for the official introduction.
This is 6 rounds in the junior middleweight division. Our referee is Mr. Dale Graybell. Introducing in the blue corner, standing 5 foot 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 149.5 pounds. His professional record is 7 wins, 4 defeats, and 1 draw. From New York City, I give you Glenn Ross. And his opponent in the red corner, standing 6 foot tall even. He weighed in at 151.75 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 8 wins, no losses, and 6 KOs. From the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan, here is Tony Montgomery. 6 rounds in the junior middleweight division.
There you can see the two fighters as they get their instructions from Dale Grable. And the thing you notice first is Montgomery listed at 6 foot even, Ross rather at 5'10", the difference in height. It looks like it's more than 2 inches in that case, which would give Montgomery the reach advantage, as it does. Ross will maybe have to get inside, go to work on the body of Tony Montgomery to get things done against him.
He gave us that feeling just in the shadow boxing sequence, which is all we've seen this fellow right here, Mr. Ross, that he's going to fight low, kind of in a crouch. Well muscled, as you can see. This man taller, leaner, and comes right out firing, doesn't he?
Whoa, Tony Montgomery leading it off with the fastball. He threw the right hand right down the middle, and it landed well on Glenn Ross. Ross, there you see, in a tuck position, covering up well against Montgomery. Montgomery calls himself Dr. Detroit. Doesn't look anything like Dan Aykroyd, though. Overhand right caught on the shoulder of Montgomery, thrown by Ross. Good right to the body. Good left hook by Ross. Good left jab by Montgomery. Right to the body, just slid underneath the arms. Good body movement, upper body movement by Ross. He's been taught well in the Marine Corps. 27 years of age. Overhand right, and the left hook hurt Montgomery.
Right back on his haunches, how he stayed up. It's anybody's guess.
Montgomery now looks as though he's weathered it somewhat. His eyes are clear, but he was hurt by an overhand right followed by a left hook from Glenn Ross.
Well, you know, I think he was recovered before he came up off his haunches. He kind of leaned back there and had his faculties regathered before he stood back up straight.
Left-right combination by Montgomery. Those shots caught on the gloves of Ross. Good left jab by Ross. Overhand right followed by left hook. Wow, left hook misses. One minute left to go in round 1. Good right hand counter by Montgomery, and that hurt Ross.
Ross his eyes fixed right on the belt line of Montgomery. That's how he's reading his man, the motion and so on. And when he threw that flurry that led to the right, and again, when he missed, he didn't see the things coming from up above, from the taller man.
And what a nice punch it was from Montgomery. He let Ross throw the wild right hand. He waited, cocked the right hand, and then delivered it right on the button. There's a good left hook by Ross, or rather Montgomery.
A lot of give and take. Both men with the upper hand. Neither able to finish in this round.
A little blood in the corner of the mouth of Tony Montgomery. Right uppercut caught in the gloves. Good left jab, left hook combination from Montgomery. Ooh, right uppercut goes to the body of Montgomery from Ross. There's the bell ending round one, and what a round it was. A very good round from both fighters. Montgomery was hurt early, and then Ross was hurt later by a right hand from Montgomery.
That's the corner of Montgomery right there, who had the later rally. I may have impressed the judges by that fact. It's a pretty close round otherwise for Tony Ross, or Glenn Ross. He has his eyes fixed right on that belt line, Jim. It's a fascinating thing. Not a bad idea, but you've got to at least pay attention to other areas. And when he comes in close and throws things particularly to the body, he keeps the eyes down, and Montgomery is able to drop bombs right up over the top. Take a look at some of the action. Look where his eyes are, right down low. See, he misses there, bingo. He runs right into it because his head was down as he followed through on the punch. You've got to look up from a defensive standpoint, too. If you're going to miss, you better know where something's coming from to cover. He didn't there. Got him in trouble in the late going.
Needless to say, with both fighters hurt somewhat in round one, a fairly even round on the judges' cards. This is round two. On the right is Tony Montgomery. On the left, Glenn Ross. Nice jab. Montgomery trying to work that left jab. He's got the reach advantage. Wild right hand from Ross. Right to the body. Left hook by Ross. Another wild shot, and you see there that Montgomery's able to get in after Ross throws those wild shots, Chris.
Now, Montgomery is getting more and more comfortable with the pace of it and slowly assuming command. He's opened the round right where he left off in the first, gradually on the upscale. Ross still looking down, I think, a little bit too much.
Ross working inside now. This is where he'll do his most damage. Right to the body from Ross. Good left hook from Ross. Montgomery tries with the right uppercut, misses. But when they're in close and Ross is able to get inside, a lot of the power, the reach advantage that Montgomery enjoys goes away. He's got to get some leverage for those longer arms.
Bingo.
Like there. There's a right hand, and down goes Glenn Ross, and this may be it. This one is over. Dale Grable has ruled this one is over. And once again, Chris, it was Glenn Ross throwing a shot, a wild shot with his head down. Montgomery was able to stand back, wait till Ross stopped moving from the follow-through and deliver the big shot right on the nose.
Yep, and his head stayed down, and he was still wide open. Of course, the first one stunned him pretty good. He was defenseless at that moment. Montgomery wasted no time finishing it. The second one put the man down for the count. And Dale Grable jumped in and stopped it immediately. Now watch it. See the action leading up to the knockout. He'll move it around here. Good body motion by Ross. See? He kind of glanced down at the belt, didn't see it, and then the second one comes. That's the end of it right there. It's the same mistake he made in the first round. The difference being Montgomery didn't have a second try in the first round.
Now, here it is again, and you can see when he gets off balance, why he waits till the follow-through goes through there. He hit him, then the left, and here's the one that finishes it. The left hand was down, and I think that was the key because he was looking down, trying to get his senses back to, okay, now where am I in the fight? Where is he? And about that point, the right hand landed.
Look looking away from the power of the man Montgomery, costing that right there.
So unbeaten in his professional record. Let's go to the ring now. Get Wally Jackson for the official announcement.
The official time, 1:53 of the second round, whereby knockout Montgomery.
Tony Montgomery continues to be impressive from here at Cobo Arena and Little Caesars Light Beer Night at the Fights. We have seen him 3 times. We have not seen him lose. Here he gets a big knockout win over Glenn Ross. There's the one that finished it. And we'll be back with more boxing action.